in their 7th match of season 74 of the UAP.
First serve goes to the Lady Bulldogs team captain, Kai Nepomuceno.
Now starting the set, Kai Nepomuceno taking on her first serve. Nakachi with that attempt.
That one's in, down the line. Phil Kainglet ignoring it. So the first point goes to National University. Dintin Lazaro celebrating her birthday today, by the way, the libero of the Ateneo de Manila Lady Eagles.
So today should be a good day for the team, of course.
Unfortunately, a bad start for them. 0-2 is the score. Kai Nepomuceno, who has really tried to shoulder, you know, not only the offense, but just the general pressure of the National University team this year. And you can see it in, you know, her demeanor in the last, let's say, 4 games. It just hasn't been the same. Parang there's no joy
Serving.
or passion for them. And obviously, you know, the teammates will follow her lead, you know, and ganyan yan eh. Ikaw ang leader, they see that that's how the leader looks like, and it is kind of discouraging. And I'm not saying it's Kai's fault. I'm just saying she is like that because of the campaign that has the nature of the campaign of National University this year.
That's right. Of course, a lot of people are expecting a better performance than what they had ended last year. So if things are not going your way, then it's natural for you to feel frustrated.
Speaking of joy and desire and passion, that was what Ateneo wanted to bring back against UST. I was talking to Jem Ferrer prior to the match against UST, and they said Coach Roger was hoping that they would put in more joy into their match and passion and whatever that means to Coach Roger. But unfortunately, and they played so well in that first set against UST.
They did.
They were so sharp. And they just totally got distracted after the Rhea de Maculangan injury.
Which should have been the case otherwise. It should have really distracted UST. Pero yun nga, tulad ng sinabi natin, it even worked to the advantage of UST, giving them a very convincing win as well in that game.
Alam naman natin din ang team ng UST. Pagka the crowd gets into it, you know, they really respond. It's a good win for UST. But it's also a good wake-up call for Ateneo kasi maaga pa tayo dito sa season and they're only playing their 7th game. You know, you look at the bright side, they're still 6-2. They're still second place.
That's right.
Malayo na habulin tignan mo yung team standings dahil 10-0 yung Lasal. But that's because also Lasal has played more games.
Yep. That's right.
But they can't, di mo kailangan problemahin yun. You really have to concentrate on your own. And, you know, second place is not a bad place to be, definitely. And it's early in the season, and there's a lot of time to make adjustments.
That's right. Get bruised early part of the season. Dito pa lang tayo in the second round. They have more. It means that they have more time to correct the things that you know, still has to be corrected.
Checked by Ateneo. Long rally here. Jem cueing Ziervasho. Taken by Kai Nepomuceno. The rookie sending it to Phil Kainglet from the back line. Long rally here for Ateneo and NU. 6-2 for Ateneo. Let's see. Jem goes to Z. Liza.
The blocking and working.
Oh, and it's still alive. Here comes Jem. Sets up the rookie. And it's sent back. Check ball. And that long rally. Ateneo wins the point. 7-2.
That was a long rally, good coverage, good blocking as well from both squads.
Jem Ferrer, the 2-time best setter of Ateneo. Valdez just sends it over. Chance for NU here. Jem looks at Nakachi. He gave her the look.
Excellent timing there by Nakachi.
Score. Ateneo in the lead. Back in a moment. back here at the arena in San Juan, and we mentioned Dindin Lazaro from Ateneo celebrating a birthday. Our very own Tiff Atendido also celebrating a birthday. She's still here courtside reporting for the Ateneo side. Go ahead, Tiff.
Thank you, Boom. You know what? If there's anything that Coach Roger is casting off for today's game is that NU play consistently like it did in the first round. Meaning, it does not get its groove against Ateneo. Sa iba na lang daw at wag sa kanila. Sabi pa nga ni Coach, but although this has been said, he maintains that respect is still key for today. He said that they still view NU as a team that can defeat them. Not wanting to talk about what happened in their loss against UST, though, Coach Roger just said it's a learning experience for the girls. More focus was given to receive because this is where most of the team's errors came from. And today, like he said, Denise Lazaro is celebrating his birthday. She's turning 20 years old and she's taking up BS Biology. Boom.
Bio student, BS Bio student. Thank you very much. Our future lawyer, Tiff Atendido, celebrating a birthday also today. Well, she mentioned reception. That was a problem against UST. And if you remember, Anne, even against Adamson University, that 5-set win, they had faulty reception in that game. They just really totally pulled it off.
That's right. Normally, you would see Jem Ferrer not moving as much, but in those two games, you'd really see her running after the balls, struggling actually to good plays despite the not having the best service reception.
It will be 4, serving 10. Pablo scoring down the line in the previous sequence. Earlier, LaSalle goes up to 10-0, as you mentioned, as they win over the UE Lady Warriors. Backline. The strength that Kainglet has developed.
And you know what I like about how Phil plays now is that you really see the difference no matter how the ball is set up to her, kahit na dig pass, kahit na misreceive, kahit na naitaas lang yung bola, it wasn't even set to her. She would attempt to still attack the ball.
So more variety too for her. Naalala mo yung first 2 years as we see her attack from the middle there in a combination play. If you remember, Anne, diba? First 2 years, she was just an open hitter. And it was not a strong hit. It was more placing. It's good to see this girl again. We welcome her back to the panel. Oh, wait. Bibitinin pa. Time out muna tayo. And then we'll get to Patch Cansana. Let's listen in first on... okay, let's talk to Patch right now. Patch, go ahead.
Well, it's been a tough road for the Lady Bulldogs, Boom. And after everything that's happened, Coach Francis was honest in telling me that the girls are in a very low morale phase as of now. We're used to seeing Coach Francis, a very strict coach. But, off court, he's not Coach Francis. He's actually Daddy Francis. He's there to pat the shoulders of the girls and comfort them like his own children. The team is still working on recovering from this drought. And he is there to train them to work extra hard to boost their confidence. For this afternoon, it will be a mental game for the NU Lady Bulldogs. That's what he said. Gusto niya muna ibalik yung sigla ng team. A lot of focus is needed, deep concentration, at yung hinahanap ni Coach na diskarte galing sa kanila, umaasa siya na makikita na niya sa larong ito. And unlike their last game against Adamson, relaxing will not be an option for the day. Anan?
Well, there you go, Patch. It's good to see you again. Thank you very much for the report. There you go. We mentioned yung sigla. Ayun na nga yung sinasabi ni Coach Francis.
Service.
Well, let's see if we'll see more of that from the team. Pero ngayon, you'll see that you'll actually still feel the tension.
Yeah.
At this point, and Ateneo gets that point through an ace.
Speaking of tension, Ateneo looks loose
10-point lead
here in the first set, and their game is showing it at 14 serving 4. That was too low for Gretchen Ho. So it's 5-14. Even in that UST game, we saw a lot of low sets for Gretchen Ho by Jem Ferrer.
That's right. Not enough for the ball to clear. Gagawan lang ng paraan ni...
But a service error gives Ateneo a point.
Serving for Ateneo. Number 6.
So 15.
Hervasio.
Serving 5. You can bet she's going to go for the jump serve with this kind of a lead.
Oh, but that one goes straight into the net.
Salibad.
17. 9. Conduct.
Let's see who will set. Oh, tama ba? Si Salibad ba? So sorry,
That's
it's for
Pablo.
Pablo.
Visa
So
Mandapa.
Salibad stays. She continues to set. And you. So is Ferrer. Great crosscourt.
Excellent set there by Ferrer.
Running attack. And Gretchen Ho goes cross-court for a 16-6 score. Back here at the arena in San Juan, where the score is 16-6. 10-point lead by Ateneo de Manila. That after the cross-court running attack of Gretchen Ho. Tomorrow we also have a good set of games. Adamson University and UP in our first match, and a very important and very potentially exciting match between collegiate volleyball rivals, FEU and UST, the two most winningest teams in the history of women's volleyball. That's tomorrow here at the arena in San Juan. So iniimbitahan namin kayo kung syempre we always say it's better to watch the games live and appreciate the efforts of the volleyball players of the UAP when you see them live.
But I'm sure, you know, if these are the teams that are playing, and dami ng fans and followers, of course, would definitely be watching the game live.
Now that's interesting. The Tigresses are at 5-3, and FEU, as you saw sa team standings kanina, 5-4. So positioning very important for those two schools. That's why that win by UST over Ateneo was very big.
Pagdating ng second round, dito na, this is where you know, positioning really matters. What you want is to position yourself at an advantage. Ayaw mo, may mga iniiwasan ko, of course. Number 1 and 2, it's very obvious already. LaSalle and Ateneo comfortably seated there. So, yung mga iniiwasan ng mga teams, nakikita na natin.
Phil Kainglet scoring on that attack. But when you think about it, if Ateneo loses today to NU, they're at 6-3. And that's what... So UST right now is rooting for NU, obviously, because they want to catch up. We can already pretty much concede the number 1 spot to LaSalle. But that number 2 spot, which by the way is a twice-to-beat spot. Kasi wala nang ano eh.
Wala nang sweep.
Wala na. Oh, well, even if LaSalle sweeps, wala nang step-ladder format. We are going to go through our traditional Final Four format. Valdez. Perfect set. And a perfect attack. 19-7. So even if LaSalle wins all of their games, and the only thing, you know, that it assures them is the number 1 spot. There's no, and of course a twice-to-beat advantage. There's no more thrice to beat in the finals and all of that. And that's why UST and Ateneo still in the running rather. Errors again. Very bad score for NU here.
That's right. Off to a good start. Like what we said, ang gusto rin ni Coach Francis, ano, to see the team happier, mas may buhay inside the court. But at this point, you know, Ateneo is just really in control of the set.
But the thing is, it's only the first set, and that's what we were saying, me and Mosey were saying about Ateneo in that last game. One of the best sets that we actually saw them play. You were here, right?
I was here. I watched that game. I was truly impressed with, you know, how the first set went, and I was surprised, you know, with the turnout of the last 3 sets. Of course, not to take away anything from UST. They did a good job, but, you know, on the breaks of the game, and nagka-injury sa kabilang side, but, you know, still, UST was able, they managed to make things work their way.
Just to put it in perspective, as we see this wonderful attack from Valdez. That score in the first set between Ateneo and UST is 25-14. I mean, UST, you give UST 14 points?
With Rhea, of course, their first setter still in that set.
What we're pointing out here for those who are watching us, we're highlighting the fact that Ateneo played almost a perfect set in that first set. And then, you know, whatever happened in the second set. And of course, that's something that I'm sure they are trying to further. They're looking good right now at 23-7. Vasho sends it over. Salibad on the quick.
That set was too low.
Salibad has struggled also for NU.
Of course, consistency is very important, most especially if you're the setter.
Set point, napatayo rather, si Coach Roger.
Advantage. Serving.
Well, I'm pretty sure Coach Roger is, happy with how the first set is turning out to be. But ang kailangan nating makita yung succeeding sets na ilalaro nitong Ateneo.
Sustained effort. And the last two, I mean, I understand this frustration kasi dalawang sunod na laro yun. A shaky win against Adamson and a horrible loss against USC. They're trying to correct things today. And they win this one easily here at the arena in San Juan. First set, pocketed by Ateneo, 25-7. We'll be back. Back here at Volleyball Central, first set was done really easily, really fast for Ateneo. It's 25-7. Di man lang nakasampung. Para, as we're going to look at some highlights here, and obviously mostly they're Ateneo highlights, we were talking about how NU now is like one step forward last year, two steps backward this year, and and per game right now, it's getting worse and worse for them, the way things are. And maybe also it's the teams that they're facing where some of them are going up naman, pagaling din ng pagaling. But remember, this is a team that is going to host the UAP next year. And of course, they are preparing for next year. Yung mga ibang players nila babalik so that the team will be complete next year. Of course, some of the recruits will also be playing next year. And, itong nakita natin here in the first set, as you see the statistics on what happened in the first set, look at that. In terms of attacks, they only scored 4 compared to 14 of the Lady Eagles. Clearly, the Lady Eagles was in control. The Lady Bulldogs in set number 1 was just, out of focus. They made Ateneo look even better. I mean, Ateneo was good. Not great compared to the USC first set, but they made them look better. You were saying in the pregame that one of the things that you wanted them to take advantage of was their blocking, and that's 0 blocks for NU, no? That's right. At this point, what you would like to see on the NU side would be a leader. They just need someone to, really get everybody moving, get everybody focused, get everyone motivated. We're not harping here on NU, but because we love this league so much, and we're not just working here. We love the UAP. We love the sport of volleyball. That's why it pains us to see struggles like these, especially from a school that has already improved and was looking for a Final Four slot this year after being 5-9 last year, tied with FEU. So it's sakit. Sakit panoorin pagka nakikita mo sila kasi mga estudyante itong mga to, napagdaanan mo to, and I'm sure kayo sa pag natatalo kayo, nag-uusap-usap kayo na it's so, you feel for them. And the effort that they put in during training, of course, these ladies don't live a normal college life. They devote a lot of time for training. They have school, of course. Correct. Tapos, it's not that easy to balance. And some of them are away from their family, diba? Mga nagdo-dorm. In favor of Ateneo, who won the first set.
Salibad.
And Salibad is now on deck for National University. And you might say that, some people might say, hey, malakas naman yung, kunwari, Ateneo, malakas yung Adamson na dating kalaban nila. But I think what we're trying to say also here, Anne, is not just the losses per se, but how they're losing, That's right. If I were part of the team, I know that, of course, gusto mo manalo but if you know that you actually played your best, you gave your opponent a hard time, then you wouldn't be ashamed
to, you know, to say na, natalo ko, but the game went really well.
Yeah, nagkaroon nga sila ng mga fans na nadagdagan yung mga fans nila last year, if you remember, because even in those 9 losses, at least 4 or 5 of those 9 losses were, you know, tough ones. They did not give it away. Pinaghahandaan na sila ng mga ibang eskwela, no?
And that's what you want if you're here in the UAAP. Yeah. Gusto mo, ikaw yung team na sinascout.
Siniseryoso talaga. The point.
Off the net.
For serving 2, of course. Also, part of the reason why there were so much expectations was the fact that Coach Francis Vicente had a full year with the team now, as compared to last year where he was interjected a mere 6 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, prior to the start of the UAAP.
Much better rotation for the Lady Bulldogs. They have Kaine Pomoseno in front. Let's see if they can maximize her there.
Byron on deck. 3 serving 4. Again, Ferrer has been so far in the second set now starting to scramble for second balls. That's a perfect one for Gretchen Ho this time. Perfect height.
Great angle as well in that attack.
Gretchen Ho looking like there's no effect anymore from the ankle injury that she suffered prior to the Adamson game. That's a low set again. Sent back. Point for NU.
Now we were calling out NU's blocking earlier. And
serving for NU, number 17,
so far,
so
early here in this in the second set, nakakadikit sila. Hopefully, they will be able to sustain this.
They're going to Gretchen now. 3 straight times, and it produces another point. So obviously, she looks like she's already 100% on that ankle. She's moving very well on the running attacks, or just her movement on court.
Gretchen Hall to serve for Ateneo.
And you'd see if a player still may iniinda pang pain. But for Gretch, even when she walks, when she jumps, walang alalay.
Let's check in with Tiff Atendi.
Boom, the first thing that Coach Roger gave the girls is a reality check. Ganyan-ganyan din ang first set natin against UST. Ayokong papabayaan nyo ang game na to. Dapat atin na to. Meanwhile, Coach Roger also noticed that the girls are giving themselves a hard time instead of taking advantage. He said, aabutin na lang ang mangga. Naghahanap pa ng hagdan. Referring to Alyssa Valdez, who he noticed who had to go around to hit a spike when she could have just done a cross-step while looking at the ball. And a reminder to center Jem Ferrer, relax and use your wrist. Elbow lahat. Huwag kang manggigil at huwag mong kinakalmot ang bola.
And your explanation for the specific skills instructions by Coach Roger?
Well, I think sa kanya, what he wants is to just basically make volleyball simple. Diba? And hindi naman kailangan lahat complicated. What you need is to just go back to the basics. Yung sinasabi nga niya kanina, no, na naghahanap pa ng hagdan, mahuhulog ka naman. I think yun talaga make your life simple. It doesn't have to be any more complicated.
Valdez asking for it. And that's why she asked for it. 8-5 is the score. Back in a moment. This is the combination play that ended up with Alyssa Valdez for the kill on an 8-5 score. Remember, NU only scored 7 points in that first set. They're hoping to stick with Ateneo this set, as Ateneo scoring 25-7. I remember talking to Coach Roger prior to the season, and he was hoping for more swagger from these girls.
Konting iyabang.
The specific word, it's escaping me right now, but naghahanap siya ng konting yon. May grit, konting tapang, konting swagger.
Just to see these girls on the floor, you just see them smiling.
Ateneo, 9-5.
Ball called on Galang. Service, Kainglet.
Phil Kainglet.
Poor setup again for NU.
Ferrer gets the point there. It will be 10-5 as we check in with Patch Cansana.
Maybe you've noticed, Boom, that Coach Francis usually just sits at the bench and watches the girls quietly. Well, that's actually how his system is. He wants the girls to learn how smart plays are done. Volleyball is not only about skills, but it's also how you think and how you'll work around a certain idea. Hindi bola ang may utak, ang player ang nag-iisip. Yun ang sabi niya. He's not about spoon-feeding because he's after the team learning to stand on their own and to communicate with each other. Because once the whistle blows, sila rin naman ang magkakasama sa court. In this set, he wants to see more movement. Huwag kayo matatakot na habens. Huwag kayo manggigigil sa bola. And Coach Francis ended the huddle with a strong statement saying, "Wake up, girls. Are we really here to compete or are we just here to participate?" Bumanan?
Thank you, our future architect naman yan. Patch Cansana.
Professionals.
Matindi ang mga courtside reporters natin. 12-5 is the score. I call a timeout here. Let's listen in to NU.
Ulit. Dinemo ko, naglalaro ako sa NU. Ano ginagawa ko? Alis dyan! Hindi mo ba magawa yun? Babae sa babae na nga kayo eh. Hindi ka pa marunong manghawin. Yun yung tinatawag na kulang sa laro. Hindi yung alis dyan. Hindi pwede yung gano'n. Kailangan marunong kong madulas. Hawiin mo. Ikaw na huwag kang harang-harang doon. Receive, play.
And that really is a testament of the lack of communication. Yung ganyan, pagka nagkaagulo sa...
Posisyon, nag-overlap.
Versus FEU.
Naalala ko na yung salita. Angas.
Angas. That's what he's looking for.
12 serving 5.
If they want to win a championship, they have to develop that. You remember the old UST teams?
Oh, yeah.
You know, or the FEU teams of Coach Ness. And of course, the LaSalle teams. Kung hindi man yung team yung maangas, meron isa-dalawang player. Alam mo yan, Anna?
Of course.
Diba? Na may isa-dalawa na parang speaks for the rest of the team already. Back set.
And sometimes that's what you need.
Without naming names. Kung nanonood kayo ng laro in the...
Alam nila yun.
the last 5-6 years. It's like, kumbaga sa basketball, there's an enforcer, a protector, somebody who stands up to everybody else. Pumuseno with a perfect set for her. That's what she wants.
Far from the net. Gets that through.
So it is 6 serving 13.
For the Lady Bulldogs.
Kaya Pumuseno in her last match against Adamson. And mukhang nangayayat pa lalo. Parang ganun yung nangyari because she was coming from the hospital.
Yep.
Lost a lot of weight.
Service. Nepomuceno.
So that's the output that they had in the first set. 7 points. 7 serving 13. Ferrer, combination play again. Ferrer, beautiful set. That is tough to do, isn't it? Yung ginawa ni Ferrer, initan siya ng ano, ha? Oh, but that's even better.
And, in that last exchange, what you like is the distribution of plays. You see Jeff Ferrer giving it kung saan eh. Hindi umulit eh.
That's a that, yung kaninang binigay niya kay Phil kasi nakatalikod pa siya.
From the back end, yung ang pag-iingatan mo doon, hindi pwedeng mag-cross ng attack line ang back row hitter.
And hindi siya nakaharap kay Phil.
It was a perfect set.
Yeah, so these are just individual skills that we're talking about here. As able to get it down the line. 8 serving 14.
Cookie Salibad serving for the Lady Bulldogs.
8 serving 14. Here we go. Lazaro. Ferrer. On timing. Nadulas yata si Valdez in her approach. They have the height and the length for it. Ferrer back to Elise. Nakachi, Byron this time. Checked. Gervasio, unable to put it away. Ferrer opens up. Masyado malapit para kay Valdez. Gervasio gives a different one. And again. Better set here for National University to Ateneo.
Laka doon. Kaya sabi ko nga sa inyo, pag tumalong kayo, tingnan nyo kung nasaan yung play ng blacket. Execute nyo nga yung play nyo, nandun naman lahat yung blacket. Kaya hindi nga kayo matalino eh. Maging matalino kayo sa laro. Kaya inuunti-unti na yan. Laki ng laman ninyo, nauubos na. Ako pa tumatime out, dapat hindi sila tumatime out. Ay, nauubos sa kaya error eh.
Overtime.
That's Coach Roger and the former star of Ateneo also, Charo Soriano. On the bench of the Lady Eagles. Ayaw mag-timeout ni Coach Roger.
Sabi nga niya, dapat hindi siya yung you know that he's not exactly happy in that timeout. But somehow talaga may comic ano pa rin si Coach Roger pag nagda-timeout eh.
Ayun na naman, ano? Kita na naman.
But that blocking denied once again.
So National University inching closer here.
Points for the Lady Bulldogs to tie this set. Service, Saliban.
Saliban has been serving. I am so excited to see what this girl can be in 2 to 3 years of playing here in the UAAP. And right now we are seeing, it's not even flashes, because it's more consistent than just saying flashes. But just the potential, the ceiling for Valdez is just so high. Ganon answers back.
Of course, for Valdez, it's you can really see the talent. She's a natural.
Her build, her skills, her leap, her approach,
the form as well.
The form, and she has a really good demeanor on court too.
Oh yeah, very pleasant, just smiling all the time.
And fiercely competitive still. That's an error on National University. They overreach. Coach Francis doesn't like it. The lead still with Ateneo in this second technical timeout. Look at this setup job by Jem Ferrer. Ito yung sinasabi natin kanina. Look at that. Look at the placement. Of course, yung sinasabi ni Ann kanina, for those who don't understand, Phil cannot take off from the front line.
Yep, she has to jump behind the attack line.
Okay lang na she lands
there, but before she actually jumps, it should be behind the attack line.
What we're highlighting there was that the accuracy of Jem Ferrer. Her court sense. Yan, hindi mo maituturo
Parang
yan.
may mata sa likod
yun,
ng ano.
Point guard talaga eh. Yan sa basketball, parang point guard. Hindi mo maituturo yan. Some people have that knack.
Yeah, that's why they say, no matter how good your attackers are, kung hindi naman nakakapag-deliver din yung setter, you will have a difficult time. But, a good setter makes her attack good.
Right now, Ateneo has recovered from the chase of NU and has spread the lead up to 5. 18 serving 13. And Valdez has been serving through this rally. Coach Francis calls a timeout.
You have to move your feet. Okay? Kasi pagka ganito, kaya ginalaw mo yung bola, at least pag ginalaw mo, pwede yung dalawang kamay. Mas safer yun. Pag ito, gano'ng kalaki yan? Para ma-retrieve mo yung bola, gano'ng kalaki ito? Laki, di ba? Yan. Pag na-receive natin, combination ng takayo. Yan yun. Receive tayo.
13 points for National University, 18 for Ateneo. And as I said earlier, Eliza still continues to serve through the rally. Pablo from afar. Great reaction by Gretchen. It's a net. Gretchen trying to deflect it. Ferrer goes to Phil. Phil cross court.
She knew that nobody was there, but the attack was too long.
Sinilid nga niya, nakita niya. But she wasn't able to flick the wrist.
Also by Ron, serving for the Lady Bulldogs.
To get the frontline attack, which is again another tough to be able to land that ball in the front line. Into Lucena.
Lucena through the block.
15, serving 18.
Service by Ron.
National University dropping the first set to Ateneo. That's a perfect one. After that error kanina, and amo yun na nagusto.
The timing was excellent, but even the height of the set as well. Look at this.
So now it's Zia Vasho. 2 service errors for her on the jump. Diesta now.
NU. 17 out, 3. Diesta.
16-19. Diesta replacing Pablo. This is Mary Grace
Mary
Diesta.
Grace Diesta to serve for the Lady Bulldogs.
Lazaro receives. In the middle this time is Phil Cainglet. Nepomuceno straddles back.
Nepomuceno off the hand of Valdez.
Doing a good job in the front line for the Lady Bulldogs. But like what we always say, hindi pwedeng isang tao lang yan. She needs some form of support from the rest of the squad.
Valdez couldn't get to it. Diesta serves again. Ferrer on the second touch. Nepomuceno again. Lazaro judging it correctly. Nice to see Denden Lazaro, the birthday girl, up and about. Also, remember the collision that she had with Phil Cainglet the last time out.
Gretchen Hall to serve for Ateneo.
20 serving 17. Underhand. Gervasio sends the free ball to NU, and Nepomuceno unable to put it away. Ferrer looking for a spot. Nepomuceno again. This is Cainglet. And sent back.
Turned back by Perez.
Good block by Perez, who will now serve.
Giselle Perez serving for NU.
Perez serves. They're only down 2 here. Nepomuceno for that hop. Look at that. Oh, yeah. And the up was perfect for her. She went for that hop. She went to zone 1. Nobody home for Ateneo. 19 serving 20 here. Lazaro and Cainglet will try to send it to the other side. Here comes NU, mistimed. Cainglet looks for a spot. Nepomuceno was there. Nepomuceno backs again. Lazaro keeps it up. Easy ball for NU. Well, not so easy. So it's a 2-point lead here for Ateneo. So it's 21 serving 19. Back set to Agano.
Good coverage.
You hear the crowd just as soon as she hits. The oohs and the ahs, as they say.
Look at this. And look at the pull of her arm.
Yeah, exactly. Full extension. Gets so much velocity off attack. And she's just going to get stronger. Going to get better. Going to get more mature. 22-20. National University. Hanging around, Anne.
Well, definitely, this is a much better the Lady Bulldogs.
Nepomuceno, Lazaro, Ferrer. Disguised again by A. Nakachi. And it is Valdez who puts it away.
You know, in that last play, you should credit Nakachi as well, because yung sipag pumasok ng middle spiker, even if the ball is not going to be set up for her.
Alam mo, we've said this, Ian and Mosey and yourself. Ayan na naman. Oh, that's a beautiful attack. Zia Bacho and then Nakachi on the other side. Nakachi doesn't get a lot of attention, a lot of notice, but she has done so many good little things for her team.
And even get sets all the time, like what you say. Pero pag pumapalo naman, you'll see that she actually really converts it into a point.
She draws defenders, and of course she is one of her blockers too. And just like that, from 22-20, it's 25-20 Ateneo. 2 sets to love against National University. Back in a moment. Back here at Volleyball Central, a much more competitive second set. The National University showing some life in the second set. For those who just tuned in, that's the score in the first set. 25-7, 25-20. What do they do better in the second set, Anna?
You know, the Lady Bulldogs, I think, in the set had much more focus. We'll see that they committed less errors. They were actually playing the game more than just, you know...
Look more fun, too.
Oh, it looked more fun. You see them lumalaban. They had a response to Ateneo as compared to the first set where they seemed to have just, you know, parang wala napako lang and they were just watching the game. It was all different for them. Yun lang, kulang pa rin because Ateneo in the second set had a lot of good plays. Jem Ferrer for doing an excellent job in setting up.
So they win this one much tighter at 25-20. Let's look at some better understand what happened. So yun, yung blocks na kanina walang-wala dun sa National University for now.
Well, nagising nga, like what you said, nagising Lady Bulldogs here in the second set. Prior to the start of the match, we mentioned that there's any skill that we feel the Lady Bulldogs should maximize its blocking, and that's exactly what they did in the second set. So hopefully coming into the third set, they'll give Ateneo the same challenge when it comes to, blocking at the net. But
they were totally outgunned in offense, though, 19-10. In the offensive department for Ateneo, you know, the Nakachi, Gretchen Ho, Valdez, Let, and Hervasio, all being given, the wealth was spread, so to speak, by Jem Ferrer. So we start the third set here. Earlier, LaSalle winning in 3 against UE. Ateneo hoping to close this one out also in straight sets. Boom Gonzalez and Remulla for SCBN Sports. Watching us live on Studio 23, we have Patch Katif Atendido also at courtside. Great sporting day here on Studio 23. Earlier, we had the NBA, which, by the way, has a replay tonight, 9:30 p.m. here on Studio 23. The Warriors and the Pacers game. And then the doubleheader, the Uaap volleyball. Then later on at 6 p.m., coverage starts for the Ascals United friendly match against the South Korean squad, Incheon FC, that are here in Manila. That's for a good cause, again, as usual. And we also thank, in behalf of ABS, behind the event, and also have supported the event and did not deprive the event of anything. And, by the way, I think they're giving away a car later on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get to enjoy the game, get a chance to bring home a car, to drive home a car.
Correct. So that's later on, 6 p.m. It starts the coverage, pre-game, the kickoff is at 7 p.m. live here on Studio 23. In the meantime, it is 3-0 for National University. Now 3-1.
This is what we're saying. Nakachi in the mid-air. Patlongon is currently out of the lineup. But yes, prior to that, it was Bea Pascual who's playing the middle block.
4-1. Here's that human nature tendency of, you know, to let that after a couple of sets. Yeah, wins. Ferrer naharangan ni Nakachi. Couldn't get to the ball. The score now is 5-1. A nonchalant look on Coach Roger's face. Ferrer opens up to Z. Sent back for a 5-point lead.
Blocking there by the Lady Bulldogs.
No timeout by Coach Roger. He's telling the girls, figure it out on your own.
So if you talk to Coach Roger, off the game, kanina I had the chance to talk to him. You see that he's really pushing his players to see the maturity na yun kahit di niya kausapin, they should know how to change things or correct themselves inside the game.
Lalo na, we're talking about the core here of Ferrer, Kainglet, Hervas, Chenho, who have been with him the last 4 years. Salibad, back set. Lazaro gets to it. Long rally here. And you with a chance. Nepomuceno, triple block. Sorry, double block, but it's a net block anyway.
Serving for the
So now a full front line for Jem Ferrer as Gretchen Ho, Hervasio, and Alyssa Valdez all ready to attack. 2 serving 6. Ferrer. Gretchen Ho gets out of the way. Chance here for Ateneo. They go to the rookie. And a point going to NU. Let's go to Tiff Atendido right now.
Thank you, Coach Roger, pointing out to the girls that they cannot think that one error is nothing because that 1 point would have been a turning point for their opponents. Tibayan pa natin. Hindi pwedeng binibigyan ng pagkakataon ng kalabang makahabol. Nagkakakumpiyansa lang yan sa dulo. Tayo lang ang talo. Coach Askington C. and telling the girls rather, pag humahabol sila, nagme-misreceive tayo. Pag di sila humahabol, okay receive natin. Dapat pag sinasaktan tayo, ang nasa isip, umawi at sumabat at hindi na. We will be right back with more volleyball action.
Nabutang pa tayo.
Back here at the arena in San Juan, and Ateneo here down by 6 in the 3rd set after winning 25-20 in the 2nd set, 25-7 in the 1st. So technical timeout, and NU is now in the lead.
Serving for the Lady Bulldogs.
8-2. What is going on here for Ateneo, Ann?
Well, I think if we look at NU first, they're doing things better this time around.
Okay.
Now for Ateneo, they're having a bit of a trouble communicating inside the court. Nakikita natin they're scrambling for the ball. It's very different from what they had played in the first 2 sets, and you see them relaxing as well.
Nadala nila ng konting momentum nila, from the 2nd set. Another point. 9-2, courtesy of Kaine Pomoceno. We go back to Tiff Atendido's report earlier about Coach Roger getting worried that he's giving his girls NU confidence.
Well, at this point, yun na nga yung nangyayari. And it's also very clear in how the NU squad is moving at this point. They seem to be more sure, more confident. And on top of that, look at this. They're challenging the defense of Ateneo.
Might not sound pretty, but let's listen in to Ateneo.
Nagbabalibol kayo doon. Pero hindi nyo ginagawa yung dapat na gawin ninyo. Kasi nanalo na tayo ng 2 set. Kaya hindi na naman makareceive doon. walang receive, walang depensa. Dahil nilalaglag yung bola, sinasabayan mo, hindi mo nakikita kung saan dadaling yung bola.
Back here at the 10-2 score. Let's go to Patch Cansado.
These are the times when your veteran player plays an important role, and I'm talking about Nepomuceno during that last set. She served as an inspiration that giving up is a no-no, and that's probably why we saw a more aggressive NU there. If you guys noticed that Nepomuceno got thinner, ito naman si Coach Francis, sabi niya dumami na daw ang puting buhok niya dahil paulit-ulit na daw ang instructions niya. There was a bit of volleyball 101 happening a while ago as Coach was showing them the basic positions during the game and how they're supposed to run and hit the ball. But after that, he was down to lecturing them about presence of mind. He instructed the girls to make sure that they know where to go at the right place at the right time. And in general, NU had a lighter atmosphere in the last huddle, and Coach gave credit to the girls as he is seeing the girls fight till the very last second. Gumanan?
Si Ian, ni Doc Ian Logan, kilala obviously nila Doc sila Francis from the UST program. At sinasabihan niya na, umami yung puting buhok mo
Consumption.
It's not easy to coach in the UAP, isn't it?
Well, coaching in general is not that easy.
Dinagdagan ko lang yung UAP. There seems to be, because all of these schools are now trying to be more competitive.
Yeah, more pressure.
Yeah, there's more pressure. Kasi, alam mo, nagkakaroon ng konting pondo at support from alumni, from sponsors or whatever, and there's a little bit of an improvement. Syempre, the pressure is on.
You are expected to perform,
deliver,
and deliver all the time.
Jem could not get to it.
Ball was too far, and this is what we're seeing from Ateneo at this point. The defense and the reception is being challenged. You see Jem Ferrer running after the second ball more than how it was in the first two sets.
Roger excruciatingly reacting here.
This is what we're saying. Yung service reception is not as good as how it was previously. Pero buti na lang at naka-point sila doon.
Zihar Vasha, Lady Eagles.
Good serve. Salibad. Push. Jem opens up to Phil. Sent back again.
Turn back by Pop.
And that's what you're talking about. Coach Roger doesn't always have to be the one interjecting. They can settle these things amongst themselves.
And that's Coach Roger's expectation. Because seniors na to mga to eh. We're not talking about rookies anymore, guide na may step-by-step instruction ka pa.
In that case, Francis calling that timeout as he noticed Ateneo getting a couple of points on errors actually also by NU. Not necessarily earned points.
That was too weak.
Yung kanina niya medyo.
And this one lacked the power.
Ivy Perez.
14 serving 8 now.
For the Lady Bulldogs.
Perez. Nakachi finding a spot there in the middle. Saturday doubleheader. And Ateneo against NU in the second game. Telegraphed. Kitang-kita na yung galaw eh.
Agano, turn back.
Very predictable. Play there for NU. But there's the two blockers of Ateneo were already there.
Down the line.
Couldn't handle the down the line attack from Baron. Karina Tenglet was behind her. 15, serving 10. Let's look at that defensive stance. Just went through two players. native will do the honors.
Ferrer, serving.
She totally abandoned her jump set already, or a jump serve rather, from a couple of years ago, no? And
She's just opted for...
she used to have it in her arsenal also.
But I guess what's important is that
Ferrer.
And you know, it takes a lot of effort also to serve like that and then scramble to the front
Oh, yeah.
to
You
set
have
for
to
your
be
teammates.
quick in, going back to your position.
16-12, and you in the lead. Back in a moment. We're back with you here at the arena in San Juan. As Alyssa Valdez gets checked here in this sequence again. That's the rookie from USD, the Patangueña. Originally from USD, rather. And now, obviously, with Ateneo. Still learning the game. She's talented. She is skilled. She has a body built for volleyball. It's also still learning a lot of things. Mosey would always say, iba pa rin yung UAP, you know? Iba pa rin pag umakyat ka na dito with the TV coverage, with the pressure, with the coverage of media. And of course, you're playing for a school that's still looking for its very first UAP women's volleyball title.
Oh, he gets blocked.
Again, second time. Check that again. One before the timeout, one after the timeout. And this is what usually happens also for Coach Roger. When he sees his rookie struggle, he brings in Ella De Jesus.
And you know, Ella De Jesus has proven to be a very good seventh man.
Yes.
Talagang pag hinugot mo, she doesn't need time to warm up.
She's ready to go all the time. Vasho. This is just 4 points for them. 13-17. Hachi now serving. Score an attack for Pablo.
Good angle there.
Now at 18-13. This is getting a little bit dangerous now for Ateneo.
Looks like ito yung sinasabi nating sakit na mga teams na up by 2 sets is that they relax, a tendency to relax in the third set. Obviously, NU is taking advantage of that.
Disguised. Regalo at Gretchen Ho and Hervasio taking care of that.
Very difficult to give a ball that goes over the net and you have very aggressive blockers right there.
I still see some LaSalle players and coaching staff here watching the match. It's a good set. When she gets that hot, she gets full elevation.
And she gets a good attack.
Look at her hop here. Hindi masyado nakita, but the approach came from a hop. Again, could not set perfectly for Gem because of the reception. Nice dig. Ball still up. Ferrer. Hervasio. This one's still up. Chance here for Ateneo. What are they going to do? They go to Gretchen. Fluff. The paintbrush attack still works. Sa dulo na lang kamay.
But still, earns a point. You know, in this game, you have to give credit talaga to Jem Ferrer for really, you know, putting in the effort of giving all of her attackers a chance to attack.
It's a great reception also by Lazaro to set up the set for Gem. Point for NU through the block. And it's 20-15. Coach Roger calls a timeout.
I-double nyo yung effort nyo dyan. Lamang sila eh. Hindi all ang score. pupuntos tayo ng isa, pupuntos din sila. Papunta na sila sa 25, tayo nasa 15 pala. Hindi po pwedeng pag sila pumapalo, pinababayaan nyo lang yung depensa. Dumepensa ka dun, Jen. Hindi ka dumidepensa eh. Ang dami mo na error dun sa depensa, oh. Tingnan nyo, maging aware na kayo dun sa score. Hindi yan 10-5, 20-15 yan. So, mag-exert kayo ng double effort para abutan nyo sila.
This is, we said this earlier, this is a dangerous point already. Yung sinasabi niya 10-5, may leeway to catch up. But this is getting dangerous. And we only say it's dangerous because Coach Roger obviously doesn't want the fourth set.
Oh yeah. If there's anything he wants to end this game in straight sets, and yun yung sinasabi niya kanina, the challenge to the team is habulin nila yung 20. Pigilan yung pagpuntos ng NU and to get the points themselves.
Going left, off speed. Underneath the ball.
So much power in that.
16 serving 20.
Gretchen Hall for Ateneo.
Salibad, back set, check by Phil Kainglet. Ferrer here. Telegraphed. Takachi, and that is... It's out. Good idea. Napasobra na.
Look at this.
Sabi ni Coach Roger, ipalo mo. Sinabihan niya si Nakachi.
And we were able to see a few good attacks from Nakachi earlier.
Oh. Jesus and Lazaro. Miscommunication between the two of them. Lazaro was there.
Remember, Coach Roger's challenge to the girls is makahabol sila dito sa third set so that we won't go into a fourth. Let's see if they will be able to do that.
Point now for Ateneo. They're still behind by 5. The room for error is getting smaller and smaller.
Okay, the time will go to divert there, ha? Masyado kang malayo. Pag tayo nagsiserve, wala kang naglagan dito, hindi makakapunta. Okay, sigurado yan sa serve. Nakahabol sila. Tuloy mo lang ang ganyan. Okay, safe yan. Kahit sabihin na natin, yes na yan. Hindi mo pagiging veterano, safe mo lang gagawin yan. Kailangan mahina lang yun. I-receive nyo, dalihin nyo dun mismo sa setter, ha? Pasok na receiver quick. Hello. 3 points.
France is trying to make sure that they get a set here because you never know. Again, you never know. You win one set and you just never know. Stranger things have happened here in the UAP.
And for him, actually, what he wants is to ensure na yung mga reception nila dadalhin diretso sa setter.
Coach Roger was saying that yung kumpiyansa and yung taas na Pablo, Byron, they're just swinging away right now.
And if you look at the Ateneo team, right, kita mo, they are the quiet ones. Sila yung naghahabol and the situation has been here.
Outside shot by Desi.
No, it's not a check ball. So set point for NU. And this is not predominant or dominated by Kaine Pumoseno even.
You have the rest of if you have the rest of the squad working with her, then it would not be that difficult to win a set.
Kachi still lacks a little bit of power. Free ball for National University. Will they put it away? Yes, they do. So they extend this match to a fourth set to the dismay of Coach Roger Gorayev. But they still lead the match 2 sets to 1. We will be back with set number 4. here at the arena. Fourth set as the National University Lady Bulldogs pull through in the third, 25-17 after losing the first two. First set losing badly, actually 25-7. That they got it together in the third set to extend it to a fourth. Good for the girls, good for their morale. I saw them running to their benches earlier, you know, hugging each other and all that. So spirits are a little bit up here going into the fourth.
That's I know how paano nila nadala yung momentum nila in the second set here in the third set. They seem to be more comfortable, more composed as well in that last set. We saw that, you mentioned this earlier, that not only Kai Nepomuceno scoring the points for them, but you know, you have the rest of the attackers as well contributing. So that, I think, really in you know, getting them that win.
It started around 6-1 and they never really looked back, you know, as we see this from NU and Ateneo.
Well, looking at the attacks, they had better attacks, 13 as compared to only 8, which is surprising for Ateneo. And was present in the third set, 4 block points as compared to only 1 of the Lady Eagles. And yung isang nakita din natin that Coach Roger pointed out, yung problema ng Lady Eagles sa service reception, and that just shows us why itong Lady Bulldogs actually got service aces. And
attack points in the previous set.
Down to now 8.
And as you pointed out, all goes back to reception. Can't start a play without proper reception. Jen, former captain also of the team, starting it off here in set number 4. ABS-CBN Sports, live and exclusive present of the Uaap Women's Volleyball Tournament Season 74. Ateneo gets first point.
Service, Ferrer.
Nepomuceno. Ferrer takes a look at the... There's another one. Valdez this time. Somebody clung onto the net.
Valdez through the block.
What we did set from Ateneo is like the... Well, two things. Yung urgency to... Well, sabihin na natin, let's let it into one. The urgency to finish off the opponent.
They were very relaxed. Yung inside, wala. Hindi aggressive at all.
This is Precious Salibad or Cookie Salibad. That's double contact.
One of the few times you'd actually see Ferrer getting up.
Touches called on Ferrer. Service, Salibad.
So we're at 2-all now. Again, tough reception. Vaso powers that one through. That's and credit going to Ferrer. Hinabol na niya yun ng underhand set na, no?
Still managed to get the point.
Salibad goes to Pablo, who's been playing well here. Ferrer opens up to Valdez. She's back. Ball still up. Ferrer will try again. And it was Fascio again. She was actually a little disappointed still. Kasi parang hindi pa malinis yung tama niya ng bola eh.
But then again, at the end of the day,
good enough. She wanted a little more power behind it. Kai. Oh, Nakachi. Not in position. As Lazaro comes back. For those who just tuned in, we did mention that Lazaro is celebrating a birthday today. Together with our very own Tiff Atendido reporting for Ateneo. And speaking of the birthday.
Yes, Boom. This is exactly the scenario that Coach Roger has been fearing at the start of this game. Yung magka-groove ang NU at their expense. He reminded the girls na hindi pwedeng bola ang nasa iniisip, we need some smarts sa Ateneo nga pag mababa ang average nyo. Di ba kinikik out kayo? Eh, nandito pa kayo, kaya alam kong matatalino kayo. Coach Roger asking girls to show a little more angst and confidence. We are respecting NU too much. Ang ganda ng umpisa natin. Tapusin din natin ang maganda to. We need to play this better and come out the winner. And
yun ay angas na sinasabi ni Coach. He wants to see a little more grit from these girls. Let able to put that away. 5-4. 5 serving 4. The rookie Valdez.
Serving for the Lady Eagles.
Front line here for the Lady Eagles.
At 6 and 2. Valdez unable to get to the spot right away.
Defense was actually one of the things na naging problema din ng Lady Eagles in the previous set.
For NU.
At 5 all. Oh, blocking ngayon ng NU from last set to this set also. Ferrer back set to Hervasio. There's always a challenger.
They have managed to get the hand on the ball. Kahit na-check lang.
Kahit mag-delay lang. Of course, the ultimate goal of a block is to block, but if you can delay the path of that ball so that your teammates can recover, that's also fine.
It's good.
Hervasio. Myron will send it over for free ball. Ferrer goes to Phil in the middle. Oh, great dig by Galang. But another free ball. Ateneo. Oh, Perez was there. Myron this time. Lazaro to Kainglet over the net. Myron again, cross court. Kainglet was there. This is that set that we were talking about.
It's that same spot that she's really mastered.
Same spot, different recipient. This time it is Valdez from the back row, sit away, 2-point lead.
Perfectly placed set, Jem Ferrer.
Tsaka hindi naasahan na NU dahil punta sila ng punta kay Ho tsaka kay Inglet, ano?
Yun yung nakikita mo, gusto mong makita, discard talaga. It's how you distribute the most of your attackers inside the court.
Third service error. For Zia, give another free point to NU, 6 serving 7. Back-to-back service errors here, which gives us a technical timeout, but Ateneo ahead, 8-6. We're back with you here at the arena in San Juan City. Boom Gonzalez and Remulla in the 4th set in the met of this match between Ateneo and National University. We are at 8-6. In favor Roger's team. They're also ahead 2 sets to 1. Let's look at that one. This is not a replay of the one from the first set. Or was it the second set that we highlighted?
It was, I think, the second set.
Yeah. This is just recently. Earlier it was Kainglet who was able to convert. Now, Alyssa Valdez. But it's exactly the same set. Jem Ferrer.
Yung accuracy, you see the accuracy there, which and she did it twice, so hindi yun chamba eh. Talagang you know that she really can do it.
That's great off speed. Pablo was there. Nepomuceno from behind. Ferrer back to show again. Ferrer. Ay, I think Valdez also did not expect that she was going to get it because she wasn't in position. You notice how
it gets more aggressive when they see that their players are fighting. It's like their subtle way of showing how their performance. That is what happened in the huddle, and it's rewarding to see NU to see the aggressiveness of the player and the coaches work together. Finally, bumalik ang sigla nila, but this now gives them the big responsibility of staying consistent and not relaxing. Coach Francis complimented the Same time, he pointed out that extending the set, every point will count now. Everyone is capable of experiencing mental lapse, even your opponent, and it's up to you kung paano lang kayo dumanan.
Thank you very much. And guess what? After that technical timeout, NU has scored 3 straight points. They got 4 straight points. They were down 6-8. They're ahead 8 now.
And this is what Coach Roger doesn't want to see, as very disappointed with the turnout of the third set. Nakita niya na parang hindi pareho yung galaw ng team niya. And now at this point, the errors are again coming in.
Creeping up. Kainglet. Ateneo has not been able to put away those attacks. Byron. And another free ball here. NU ahead by 2. Lazaro is there. Ferrer, underhand to Kainglet. Galang. Eh, yan ang nagagawa ng sigla. Ayan ang nagagawa ng kumpiyansa.
Hindi naman yan 8-7 eh. Hindi naman yan lamang sila eh. Lamang tayo ng 8-5 eh. Anong problema? Nataranta na tayo na nataranta na naman. Yan lang ang pwesto nila oh. Wala. Eh, masyado kayong tentative laging maglaro eh. Para naka-reserve na tayo.
Uy, tara laban!
11-8 is the score for National University.
Ivy Perez.
And there, Ateneo here earlier trying to chase NU 5.6 points. If not for that error, that would have gone to 4 points. Phil Kainglet now serving.
For Ateneo. Team captain Phil Kainglet serving.
Byron this time through the block. Sent back by Hervasio. Lazaro keeps it up. And this is Valdez unable to put it away. Valdez again. Oh, look at the ingana na ng NU because they're all over the place. They're inagaw kay Galang. Galang had that.
It's already there, right? At yung position.
Correct. Hinabol ng isang kamay, which is obviously true in desperation. Galang takes it from them to set up Kai Nepomuceno through the block here. Great effort by Lazaro. Just a great effort by Lazaro. That point belongs to her.
She reached for that ball with one hand, just making sure that she gets to save it.
And a conversion there by Kainglet. Galang unable. Live action here. Nepomuceno hops. Ferrer to Nakachi. Not a solid hit, but good enough to send it to the other side. Free ball. Ferrer. Valdez recovers. You know, Galang has done a great job here. That's why she was so depressed. She's so disappointed that she didn't get to it.
But so far, yes, you're correct. She's done a good defending. And ang maganda rin nakakapwesto kasi siya. Maybe that's why nga she got frustrated in that last one.
You know, another thing that I'm seeing here is Kai Nepomuceno attacks. Hindi na sumasabay yung NU sa mga fake ni Nakachi. There are a couple of sequences na hindi na sila naloloko.
They let go of Nakachi already and focus on yung talagang
but they were down 3 points here. Ateneo was. Now they're ahead by 1 point. A gift, which was started by the Jem Ferrer serve. Assist to NU.
Score 12.
Kaso Nakachi, Valdez. Ba't tayo mong bigyan ng B? Mas angat kayo. Pagdating sa blocking ni Nakachi, ang percentage, minsan-minsan lang. Tara! NU, bigyan mo ng B.
So now they want to target Nakachi because ang explanation ni Coach Francis, mataas ang porsyento ng blockers ng ni Hervasio at saka ni Valdez. So gusto nilang bigyan kung saan nakapwesto si Nakachi ng B. Ferrer opens up. Oh boy, that is the best attack so far from Valdez.
And noted in that last play, NU only had one blocker, which gave Valdez a lot of room to really hit the ball hard.
Ang ganda ng peke ni Hervasio rin at saka ni Nakachi. Ferrer back set to Hervasio. This time checked by Nepomuceno.
Serving for the Lady Bulldogs.
Cookie Salibad back serving now. 13 serving 15. That's out.
Outside hit by Hervasio.
Ateneo just keeping NU here.
Bulldogs to tie. Cookie Salibad.
So far, they haven't had the chance to really
Pull
away and get a big lead like what they had the early set, the first 2 sets.
Too much pace behind the kill from Valdez. Forces the error. 16-14 back in a moment. Ateneo ahead by 2 points. But NU here keeping pace with the second place team. That's a 1-8 against 6-2.
Technical timeout.
And it is
Nakachi to serve.
The product of Penosa Academy, Nakachi, serving. Pablo gets it through the block. Ferrer opens up the ball. It's like she's getting stronger and stronger with every hit. That's just natural power. Wala pang masyadong weights yan.
Nakachi.
Scary good, I think, would be the term for
she's the kind of player kapag like what you said earlier, no? In the next 2 to 3 years, just imagine what will become of her.
Yeah, she's the future, really, of this sport. A great save by Kainglet again. They went to the middle. Ferrer again struggling. Oh, Valdez again. Oh, and what a save by Byron, which was wasted by NU. Byron handled that.
Good defense, but nobody nagkatinginan, no? So hindi expecting that
she would take the
but in that case, hindi sila nag-usap.
That's a net block. So that's a 5-point lead now for Ateneo. Let's listen in to NU.
Gagawin mo, nakatayo ka lang, papanoorin mo si Kaisa kung kuha ng bola. You do not know your assignment inside the court. The ball. Saan kung mamamayaan natin kung Akim! Don't look at the ball. Take the ball. NU.
Behind by 5 are the Lady Bulldogs. Ateneo ahead. Fourth set action here. Ateneo trying to close it out with Nakachi on deck. Pablo. Heard from her in a while.
Oh, you see the effort of Ateneo to try and keep the ball alive. Pero kulang.
Ferrer came out hobbling.
15-19. Mina Agano serving.
She's going to gut it out here.
The Lady Bulldogs.
As the Bulldogs are behind by 4. Make that 5.
They're wasting a lot of points.
And the rookie sensation from Ateneo on deck to serve. Has played a great game for Ateneo. Checked. Nepomuceno, nobody blocking. Ferrer, back to Hervasio. That's out, that's wide.
Strong Hervasio seemed like she was underneath the ball.
It's kind of Pumuseno now. Remember, 6 p.m. coverage for the Ascals United Ichion FC match fundraiser.
70.
Starts 6 p.m. Right after UAP volleyball season 74 action between and NU. It is a 3-point deficit for the Lady Bulldogs to get out of. Just a tape of the net. Kainglet is back in the front line. And Pumuseno, it's out.
Outside hit by
Nearly going out. This is where you have to give credit to Ateneo. You'll see that if Ateneo is still very high.
You're right.
Well, it doesn't come as naturally to other teams.
You're right. They're probably not probably. They are the team with the most back sets.
Because if you see Kainglet or maybe even Hervasio or Valdez at the back row, they're always keeps them as an option in terms of offense.
22 serving 17 now. Z taking her time. That's her 4th service error.
She's having trouble with having consistent services.
Diesta did a great job earlier with hers when she came in to replace Pablo. In volleyball, again, we always say, kung sino yung pinalitan mo, yun lang ang pwedeng pagdating po sa substitution. Ferrer making the most out of that. Like we said, Diesta, good server.
And here we go again. Ito yung nagkakagulo sila sa pwesto. They don't talk.
Goes up to 7-2 in the team standings. Maintains distance between them and UST. We're back here at the arena in San Juan. That's the score for today, 25-7. NU taking the 3rd set, 25-17. And then Ateneo coming back to win it in 4, 25-9. Our birthday girl, Tifa Tendido, is with our best player of the day, and it is the rookie, Alyssa Valdez.
That's right, Boom. With 30 points, 26 attacks, 1 block, and 3 serves. I'm here with player of the game, Alyssa Valdez. Hello, Alyssa. Congratulations. So the team started really strong in the first set, pero parang bumaba yung confidence nyo. 3rd and 4th sets, medyo struggle. Si coach nga medyo galit na sa inyo. What was going through your mind at the time?
Siguro kasi, yun nga, nawawala yung receive namin. So, sabi ni coach, parang nawawala naman kami ng self-confidence. So, hinanap namin yung sinasabi ni Ate Cha na switch para makabalik kami sa game. So, ayun.
Alright, your next game is against UE. What can we expect from Alyssa Valdez?
So, siguro consistency lang. Kailangan ko lang ulit ma-feel yung katulad kanina na fight lang ng fight. So, ayun.
May gusto ka bang batiin?
Happy birthday kay Ten and happy wedding anniversary to my parents. Hi sa bahay. Tsaka sa mga friends ko, hello po. Bye-bye.
Congratulations. That was Lady Eagle Alyssa Valdez. Boom.
Very young Lady Eagle at that, and a very talented and a superstar in waiting here. There's no question about it. Alyssa Valdez, who is our game. Si Ate Cha, na sinasabi niya, of course, is Soriano. Well, they were able to flick the switch in that 4th set to win it here, 25. All right, Sports House play of the game. Get up to 60% off on select equipment on Sports House red carpet deal. What did we choose here?
Look at display. Angle.
Why not? Player of the game puts it away and emphatically does it too with spectacular play from Ateneo. They go up to 7-2, 2nd place here in the UAP. Okay, as earlier.